Good morning, Solid Steppers. This is Miss Ward coming from sunny South Florida. Actually, it's afternoon. Had to take care of, I had an early morning call, Frigidaire, issue with a defrost issue. Diagnosed it, gave the customer an estimate, and moved forward. I am going to address the elephant in the room. There are some people that came to my defense yesterday because some keyboard gangster felt the need to call me a fool and all these things. And, I think it's really interesting. Here I am, a woman of color, sharing my experience to all people. And I have this entitled asshole that feels the need to leave a message on my YouTube channel about me being a fool and not to do this and not to do that, and a Messiah complex. So, I had to sit a minute because, I will whoop your ass. I'm that sister. But at the end of the day, I had to realize this must be a person with little parts. Hint, hint. So, they're obviously frustrated. They have some issues. And it's not like anybody who has wanted to talk to me, I give you my direct number. We can have those conversations. We can have intellectual exchanges. Now, this same person has given me compliments in the past, and, I have not, I maybe put a little heart on it. Maybe I didn't respond enough. I don't know. But, you need to go get some help. Because at the end of the day, for you to be bashing a woman, that's interesting. And a woman in a non-traditional field who has weathered storms you cannot imagine. I want to tell top authority, thank you so much. Marcus, thank you too. And everybody. Mr. Station and family. Like I said, at the end of the day, you're going to have haters everywhere. But until you walk in my shoes or understand the reason I made the choices, you don't have a right to do that. Now, I choose subcontractors because of their skill set. And I balance the level of tolerance I can handle. At the end of the day, that entire job was a significant sale because we not only did the compressor, but we did some sensors and other things. And so, at the end of the day, I took care of the client, which is why I have 5-star reviews across the board on all my platforms, because I am engaged. And I do put my hands on 99% of the stuff that happens under my company name. So I felt the need to address it because obviously you need some attention, Mr. McCarthy. You commented on previous videos. You want to see my van? Come on down to South Florida. You definitely can see it. It's junky as hell. Because I'm running and practically living in it. You know what I mean? I go to sleep with this. I get up with this because I am engaged in my business. And I don't, I'm all for constructive criticism. I don't have a problem with that. But until you know the full situation, I don't think you should come like that. I'm like, I don't know if you had a bad day. And I hope you feel better today because I ain't got no hate for you. I realize when I'm dealing with a man and he have emotional tendencies and he reacts like a bitch, that there's some other issues there. So it's going to be okay. Now that we address that, we're going to move on. I want to shout out to my sister Candace, who is always so supportive. Love you to death. Always got my back. And the rest of my family, my other sisters. By the way, y'all might not know, I have all sisters. There are 2 maternal and 2 paternal. And I was raised in that type of house where it's all women. So you can imagine, honey, something else. But at the end of the day, we do what we do. So, now that we address that, because Miss Ward will never shy away from controversy or ignore blah, blah, blah. My whole deal is you face it straight on. We all have rough days. There's times I done spoke as quick-tempered as my ass, I done spoke out of line 99% of the time in my life. So, I could have deleted this gentleman. I could have banished him from the channel, but this is America. Everybody should have an opportunity to say what they got to say. But deal with all the shit that's going to come with that conversation. Because believe me, my followers are eyeballing your ass. Okay? So I'm not concerned. At the end of the day, be a man about it, and handle your business accordingly. Obviously, you follow several channels. You make comments on other channels, and, my people done checked you out left and right because at the end of the day, we don't play when it comes to Miss Ward. It's not a threat. It's a promise. And it's recorded. So as we move forward. Feel free to voice any opinion you have. If you'd like to talk to me one-on-one, just hit me up, and I'll make sure that I speak to you. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not that person. Now, it might take a little while simply because I am working, like real grunt ass work, but I ain't got no problems with nobody. So anyway, a lot of guys ask me about how long it took the gentleman to do the job. He knocked that job out in 90 minutes, and it actually would have been quicker. But he felt the need to redo the dryer because it didn't weld the way he wanted it to weld. He's a perfectionist, so I'm good with that. Very meticulous with his work and very quick and clean. And I actually did a complete video of most of his work, which I'll be uploading at a later date, with his permission, of course. Alright, so today I am focusing on balancing my life. I got my personal stuff done at home. Well, not all of it, but some of it. I had a tire going flat on a car I never drive, but I just refused to let it sit there and be an eyesore. Handled that. Y'all know how them little irritating things be happening in your life. I can either pull out the compressor and keep throwing air in it, or I can be an adult and get it repaired. So getting back to appliance repair. When I started this channel, I realized I was going to be dealing with some things, but I'm built for it. And so I'm going to continue to share, continue to expose, show my experiences, so that other people can have opportunities and not be scared to get out here, but know that there are going to be challenges in every arena. I think the biggest thing though is technical support and actually understanding not just the basics. I cannot stress enough about circuitry, schematic reading, electronics. At the end of the day, you got to understand. When you really understand these systems and how they work, and no matter how many microprocessors they put in place of the mechanical aspects of it, you will understand the process, and you can fix anything. It's the littlest things. I mean, I was watching something with Mr. TK Cousins. He was irritated with a washer, and come to find out there's an issue with the wiring harness, that when there's movement in the tub, sometimes because of the poor design, some wires may become chafe at the Milex and things of that nature. So at the end of the day, you can learn from everybody. And it's the beautiful thing about appliance repairs, your ass will never be bored, not if you're really interested in the game and understanding what you do. So that's one thing I like about it. It's always a challenge. Like I got a challenge going on right now. I'm so done right now. I swear to God, I got a dryer that's not heating. Now, we all want the easy stuff, like the Element, the Thermofuse, None of that. And even the timer. So for some reason, with this particular model I'm working on, there seems to be a problem with the centrifugal switch, which is actually internal in the motor. So even though the